Alright, so we're going to do another example to hopefully get you guys understanding more about how logic is used inside of programming. We're going to make a class called Going to the Party. Alright, we want that to have a main method. Unfortunately for me, it took away my source folder, so I want this to go into math and logic /src. Okay, so going to the party with a main method. We're going to finish that, and then we're going to talk about, actually I'm going to leave that in there, and we're going to say like, alright, the whole idea behind this is that you want to go to a party, alright? And your parents say, well, you got to do the chores before you can go to the party. So what chores do you guys have to do at home?
Wash dishes.
Wash dishes. Sweep floor. Oh, nice. Do laundry. That's a good one. Do the laundry. What else? Cook dinner? Wow. Take out the trash. Oh, you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub the kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak, yakety yak.
What?
Don't talk back. Take over. What? Take out trash. Alright. Cool, so there's 5 of them. What about like mowing the lawn?
Oh, yeah.
Mow the lawn? Alright. Mow? Is that how you spell mow?
Yeah.
Lawn? There you go. Okay, so we're going to start this thing out with system.out.println. I want to go to the party. Alright. And then mom or dad uses a scanner called input equal to a new scanner system.in. Alright, and we're going to create some variables in here. So we're going to say that we have a Boolean, alright, and one of those Booleans is going to be dishes, and one of those is going to be swept, and one of those is going to be, let's say, laundry, alright, and one of those is going to be trash, and one of those is going to be mow grass. Alright, so inside of here now we're going to go ahead and your parents are going to be asking the question, did you do the dishes? Alright, so we're going to give some directions here. We're going to say 1 equals yes and 0 equals no. Let me close this guy over here so that we can put that in there, and we'll do it like that. Okay, so then I'm going to go int d equals, so d is for dishes, int d equals input dot next int. Okay, and then we're going to go Boolean, I'm sorry, not Boolean, we're going to say if d equals 1, then dishes equals true, else dishes, and you don't have to format it like I am, I'm just trying to make it easy to read, else dishes equals false. Okay? So the whole idea here is we're telling them we want to go to the party. Mom and dad is saying, did you do the dishes? Yes or no? If you answered yes, then d equals 1 and dishes equals true. Otherwise, dishes equals false. Okay? Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to copy and paste it. So if you select everything like I have it now, okay, select all that stuff, right click on it, copy. We're going to paste it and we're going to do it for sweeping the floor, doing laundry, taking out the trash, and mowing grass. So we're going to paste that guy in. Did you sweep the floor? Okay, so sweep the floor is going to be int s. If s equals 1, then swept is true. Otherwise, swept is false. And we're going to continue to paste this in for each of those conditions. So did you do the laundry? That's a big one. L for laundry, L for laundry, laundry. Okay, so just continue to paste it in and make those changes as you go here. So the next one for me is take out the trash. Did you take out the trash? T for trash. I think we got one left after trash, mowing the lawn. Did you mow the lawn? And then I think we called it cut grass, mow grass. M for mow. Mow grass. Mow problems. Alright. So go ahead and catch up to me there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say, so there's kind of a nice thing about what we're doing here is we really have two ways of keeping track of the chores that you did. So we have an int that keeps track of basically 1 or 0, did you do it? And then we have a Boolean that keeps track of basically, you know, true or false that you mowed the grass, did the trash, or whatever. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and put in here int sum of chores. Alright, and the sum of chores is going to be the sum of those variables D, S, L, T, and M. So D plus S plus, what do we say, L plus T plus M tells me basically how many chores I did. Alright, and then, let's see, your parents said, so you said, I want to go to the party. They ask you all these questions. Then basically your parents are going to make the decision. If you mowed grass, right, then you can go to the party. Now, does that sound good? Your parents going to let you go to the party just for mowing the grass? Hecky no. Okay? So, we got to say, you know, not only do you have to mow the grass, but you also have to do some other stuff, right? So we're going to go ahead and put in there and, right? And sum of chores is, let's say, greater than, what, greater than 2? Greater than, or, yeah, let's say greater than or equal to 3. All right? So, does that sound like your parents? Alright, well maybe your parents are a little more strict than I'm thinking they should be, but okay, so you got to mow the grass and you got to do at least 3 chores. So mowing the grass is included, but then you had to also like take out the trash and sweep the floors for them to let you go to the party. Okay? So then let's say to yourself like, well, hopefully that makes sense already. Does that help you guys? Okay? So let's go up here and let's say like, I want to go to the party, but I also, let's go system, up at the top, system.out.println, and, that's not println, that's println, and I want to sleep over at my friend's. We always ask questions in proper English when we're talking to our parents. So I want to sleep over at my friend's house, okay? So then they're going to go ahead and they're ask, did you do the dishes? Did you sweep the floor? Did you do the laundry? All that stuff, okay? So we got to figure out this first. Did I mow the grass and my sum of chores greater than or equal to 3? That tells me that I can go ahead and go to the party, right? Only if this stuff is true am I going to be able to even think about sleeping over at my friend's house. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in brackets, okay? So we're going to put a bracket there, because now inside of those brackets, now I'm going to go ahead and make the next decision about, can I sleep over, okay? So let's say that the only way I can sleep over is if I do all of those chores, okay? So how would I check if I did all of those chores? Good. So if sum of chores equals 5, okay? Now what you should understand here is that this condition, sum of chores equals 5, is only getting checked if I already mowed the grass and my sum of chores is greater than or equal to 3. So they're going to say, yep, you can go to the party. Now we're going to decide if you can sleep over at your friend's house. All right. All right, how many of you get allowance? All right, well, let's just say you got an allowance. So let's go ahead and say we're going to create an allowance variable. And it's going to start out at 0 because you got to earn your allowance. Okay? So let's go ahead and say if you mowed the grass and you did the laundry, then your allowance is going to get $20 added onto it. All right? So that's pretty nice for doing those two chores. You get 20 bucks. Okay? So notice here that, you know, if you did one of these but not the other, you don't get that 20 bucks. Right? So you got to do both of them in order to get the 20 bucks. All right? So let's go ahead and put else. All right? And let's understand what else means here. Else means that I either didn't mow the grass, or I didn't do the laundry, or I didn't do either of them. Okay? And so let's just check to see if I did one of them. Let's go ahead and say if I mowed the grass or I did the laundry. Right? So that seems like that's fair. If I did either one of those, then let's just say that my allowance should be 10. Okay? So I should have 10 added onto my allowance. Okay? Seems like maybe that's a $10 job. I don't know. Okay? And then let's go ahead and say, like, well, even if I didn't do any of that stuff, maybe I did some of the other stuff. Okay? So else if, let's go ahead and say, if I, what are the other things that we did? Trash, swept, and dishes. Okay, so let's say if I did the dishes, or I swept, or, what was the other one? Trash. Okay, then my allowance is getting 5 added onto it. Okay, so if I did any of those things, I should get 5 bucks. All right. Does that sound good? Does that sound like something your parents might do? Never. Never? I'm being too nice? All right, well, we can live in this fantasy world for a little bit longer. All right, let's go ahead and say, like, all right, well, you know, that doesn't really make sense. Like, so if you did any of those, right, let's say you did any of these, and you did at least 2 of them. So sum of chores is greater than or equal to 2, okay, then you're going to get $5. Does that sound like plausible? No? Still no? Alright. I'm sorry for you guys. So here we go. We're going to just print out what your allowance is here. So print ln here. Your allowance is, and then we'll put a $sign in there because that's what we care about, plus allowance. Oh man, thank you. Your allowance is, all right. So far, does the logic make sense to you? All right. Seeing some nerds nod their head, yep. So here we go. All right, so let's run this guy. I want to go to the party, and I want to sleep over at my friend's house. Did you do the dishes? No. Did you sweep the floor? No. Did you do the laundry? No. Did you take out the trash? Yeah, I did that. And did you mow the lawn? Yep, I like mowing the lawn. Okay. Your allowance is $10. So it didn't tell me anything about the party, right? So we should fix that in our program, right? Where should we fix where I'm telling them something about the party? First of all, should I be able to go to the party for the answers that I gave? No, okay? So I shouldn't be able to go to the party. I did mow the grass, but my sum of chores is not greater than or equal to 3 because it's only 2, okay? So what should I add on to this so that my parents are telling me, sorry, you can't go to the party? Where do I add on? Yep, you got the right idea. So which line am I going to add on to? Where am I going to put the else? 58? On your computer it's 58? What is it on my computer? $55. Okay, so after this if, where we're checking to see basically that you can go to the party, okay, that if includes all of that stuff. All right, so then after that we want to put else, and that else we want to say something like you cannot or you can't go to the party. Okay, so we're adding that else in. Hopefully that makes sense for everybody. Okay, maybe we should put an else for this as well to say, like, because maybe you can go to the party but you can't sleep over, right? So you can sleep over at your friend's house. Okay, let's go right after that semicolon, okay, and hit return and then put in else and put in system.out.print you can't sleep over. All right, so let's run it again, and we'll look at it the same way that we just looked at it. So we'll go 00011 and see what we get that time. So we'll go ahead and run it. I want to go to the party, and I want to sleep over. Did you do this? No. Did you do that? No. Did you do that? No. Did I do this? Yeah, I did. Took out the trash. That was easy. Mowed the lawn. Yep. Got the grass stains on my shoes. Okay, so you can't go to the party. Your allowance is $10. Okay? So, mow the grass was true, but sum of chores was not greater than or equal to 3. So I'm going to skip all that stuff, go to the else, print out you can't go to the party, right? allowance down here, somehow I got 10 bucks. So did I mow the grass and do the laundry? No, I did not. Did I mow the grass? Yes, I did. Okay, so that gives me 10 bucks. All right. Now, did I do one of these things? Yeah, right? I took out the trash. So this whole thing should be true. Was my sum of chores greater than or equal to 2? Yeah, right? It was 2. So why didn't I have my allowance added $5 onto it? Why isn't my allowance 15 instead of 10? Because I have that else right there. Right, exactly, okay? So this is a circumstance where we probably don't want this else to be here, because we want to say, like, all right, whether you mowed the laundry or mowed the grass or did the laundry, right, whether you did those two, we want to check to see if you did 2 things, because if you did 2 of these things or 2 of any things, really, we should say that the sum of chores is greater than or equal to 2, and we should give you that 5 bucks. So we're going to take away this else because it doesn't really fit with this line of reasoning. Okay? So it's its own condition, basically. All right? And if you want, you can separate it. It doesn't have to be separated, but you can separate it like that. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay? So then let's go ahead and do it one more time here with didn't do the dishes, didn't sweep the floor, didn't do the laundry. I did take out the trash, and I did mow the lawn. So I can't go to the party, but I do get 15 bucks. Okay? That's not bad. I like having 15 bucks. Right? Go to Goodwill, get a couple outfits. You know what I'm saying? Alright? Okay? Run this dude again. Let's say I want to go to the party and I want to sleep over at my friend's house. Okay, did you do the dishes? Yes, I did. Did you sweep the floor? Oh, yeah. Did you do the laundry? It was grueling. Okay? Washing mom's big underwear. Did you take out the trash? Yep. And did you mow the lawn? Yes, I did. So you can go to the party, you can sleep over at your friend's house, because I did all of my chores, and my allowance is 25 bucks. So that means after the party, go get myself a Big Mac and a chocolate shake. Okay? I still have some money left over. Alright? So, the whole purpose of this is just to kind of give you guys, hopefully, a better understanding of how the Boolean conditions and operators work.